Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. Happy Friday to you, Soul Tribe Collective. Sending great love to you, speaking protection over you, your energy, and your spirit guides. Who are assisting on this journey. This is the third time I've pressed record in an attempt to share What's Your Aura, or What's My Aura, written by Mystic Mishala. For those of you who would like to pick up a copy of the book, confirmation verse. There are those of you who would. So do that. I am feeling good again today, revived, refreshed. Learning to take it a little easy, and my great passion for the truth and sharing it, and that's the unadulterated truth. That's the non-religious truth. That is the esoteric truth. I am a workaholic, and so when I get the urge to paint, I'll paint non-stop every day for who knows however long. And so it's much the same way with this, although this is on a greater scale and far more enriching, I want to say. And so I am in large part willing to work nonstop, but I know that time for breaks and vacations and relaxation and all of that is absolutely necessary. There's something about someone resigning. Maybe someone resigned from a job. It's 9:23 and 93 degrees. Okay. So that's a 12. And that breaks down to 6-6. Okay. Or 4-4-4, however you see it. So let's continue. So we are going to finish up this part of Embracing Your Aura. And again, we are a little more than halfway through the book. We are on page 142 for synchronicity. And the book has 239 pages, but that's the index. That includes the index. 235 pages officially. So we have just a little more than 100 more pages left in this book that's helping us to understand our auras, our family members' auras, pet peeves, how functioning in your high vibrational aura energy looks different than functioning in your low vibration or dark side of your energy. Okay? So look within instead of beyond. Throughout your life, there have likely been times when you outsourced your happiness. Woo! Outsourced your happiness. You created a conditional relationship to it based on the feelings and judgments of others instead of your own, and in doing so, you lost your ability to find happiness within. Fortunately, your aura can give you a direction to go to find that joy. Perhaps as a turquoise aura, you have an innate love for healing modalities, or as an orange aura, you crave expansive projects to tackle. Finding your happy space is about finding yourself and creating a space to express your energy authentically. When you find your joy, you realize your inner world and reset emotions that have been weighing you down. Don't worry about starting small. Finding your joy is like taking care of a little plant, knowing in time it will grow. Okay? So take action. Ponder your aura colors. What are the general places that they seem to point the way? What are the general places that they seem to point the ways to finding joy and comfort? Consider whether there are any activities you have done or currently do that align with your aura. Think of a few joyful activities you can begin to do regularly and do one now. Afterward, ask yourself what you felt before, during, and after the activity. Okay? So I often talk about my morning walks, 6 minutes. Speaking of 6 minutes exactly on the timer right now, or at that moment. I often mention my walks in the morning or evening. Oh, confirmation, y'all. Confirmation, y'all. I'm not tired. Today when I went on my morning walk, I wasn't going to go actually, but I did go. And in my walking, I probably saw 6 butterflies, and today I did not even walk all the way around the park because it was already done. I had left later than I typically do. Typically, I leave somewhere between 5:30 and 6 in the morning for my walk, but I didn't leave until after 7 this morning, and again, it's supposed to be 107 degrees today, so in southern Arizona, so it heated up quickly today. Okay, again, it's already 92 degrees. It's not even 9:30. Okay, so, but I saw probably 5 or 6 butterflies in that walk, which was probably a third of the way around the park. And then I found a shaded tree, took off my flip-flops, and stood on the ground, grounding myself again, just spending time in nature and under this tree. And that is replenishing, reviving, nurturing, and securing for me, okay, to do that as an example. Part of creating complete energetic well-being is to find a place to nurture your joy. Through understanding your aura, the search for joy becomes clearer and isn't outsourced to other people's ideas of what happiness should look like. How key is that? I feel like I need to draw a key on this page right here. The phrase outsourcing your happiness. Outsourcing your happiness. Do not outsource your happiness. I'm going to draw a key in this book on this page. Do not outsource your happiness, Soul Tribe Collective. Do not outsource your happiness. Okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay? It's much better to live your true, authentic self than it is to outsource your happiness or depend on someone else for your happiness. Don't do it. Okay? It's not worth it. Okay? So there's my key. It's a very bad drawing of a key. It's not 3D. It's 1D. But okay. So learning to cope. When the world pushes you on with stress, change, and unexpected situations, it can feel suffocating. The trick to dealing with this is to create an energetic peace within you, one that the outside world can't affect, no matter how hard it tries. Okay, and again, that's not outsourcing your happiness. I'm liking that. Coping techniques come with practice and an inherent mindfulness, understanding of one's own energetic makeup. As a red aura, you may find yourself in a Zen space when you concentrate on lifting weights. Yep, that's me. As a green aura, you may notice that throwing yourself into a care of your lawn calms you. Okay, so gardens, things. As a blue aura, may find that meditation practices have long-lasting effects, and coping strategies will be guided by your aura colors. And following the lead of your authentic energy will lay the path to inner wellness. Take action. List healthy activities that help you feel calm. Again, for me, those things are time in nature, animals, meditations. I'm getting solidarity is what I want to say. But also times of isolation and dance. These are ways in which I maintain my high level of frequency. Okay? Envision a time when you were coping successfully with a stressful situation. How did you manage? And for many of us, Soul Tribe Collective, we are, again, because many of us are waiting for the ethereal justice that's being administered to manifest in the natural. So we're waiting for natural manifestation of justice in our lives. From family, friends, former lovers, what have you, that have come against us. So consider how the activities and coping strategies you've identified in steps 1 and 2 relate to your aura. Reflect on ways you can weave these coping techniques into your everyday life. Commit to somebody's being implicated. Commit to implementing one healthy activity every day this week that serves your authentic aura. Knowing your aura gives you the blueprint for building not only that peaceful oasis inside of you, but also strategies to deal with all challenges in life. So again, I put many of those practices to use each and every day. My walks in the park. The time with animals isn't so extensive today because, for one, I've had to give my spirit animal away. She's a Cane Corso. His name is Sadie. It's 9:33 on the clock and 13:08 on the video timer when I looked over. Okay. Year of 8, 13 is the scorpionic energy representing death and rebirth. So let's move on to change your mind. Was there something else I needed to say in regards to that highest divine white light? No. So yeah, so I put many of those, I put many of these things into practice every day. I meditate daily. Again, I've been in isolation essentially for 2 years now. September will make 2 years officially. In that 2 years, I've only gone to one social event, and that was a wedding last year before I left Florida. That couple is already divorced. The mother's name or the wife's name, the bride's name is Alyssa. The groom's name is Jacob, by the way. I know the bride was born in 1996. I met her when she was like 6 months old for the first time. Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. Since you've been gone. Interesting. I don't know who sings that song. Alexa, Who sings the song Since You've Been Gone, I Can Breathe for the First Time?
The song Since You've Been Gone is by Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Okay. She also made, I think, Breakaway. Alexa, who made the song Breakaway?
Breakaway by Art Garfunkel was produced by Phil Ramone.
Alexa, does Kelly Clarkson sing the song Breakaway?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Breakaway is a song recorded by American singer Kelly Clarkson. The song, written by Matthew Gerard, Bridget Benenate, and Avril Lavigne, was originally intended for Lavigne's debut studio album, Let Go, 2002.
Okay, so there might be something about 2002. Kelly Clarkson was born on 4/24 of 82. Okay, I have a sister Tiffany at 16 minutes on the timer. That's an 8 and an 8. Again, today is 888 day. The 8th month, the 16th day. That breaks down to an 8 and an 8. 888 day. This is also the year of 8. Okay, Kelly Clarkson was born on 4/24 of 82. I have a demonic sister who is not from Kevin. She's not one of the polygamous children. But she, or children birthed into polygamy, or of that lineage, her father is a different person whose name is Jimmy or James. Okay. But she was born on 4/24 as well. Okay, she also has a great singing voice. Again, unfortunately, she's a demon. And don't feel bad that I call a sister a demon. Again, we are born into families to heal the karmic bloodlines. So you are birthed into families that have demons, a part of their lineage. Okay. So, change your mind. In some way or another, you were taught and conditioned not to listen to your authentic energies. The parts of you that pull and push your motivations can be shut out with practice. Oh, by the way, that sister's name is Tiffany, in case that's resonating with you. Okay? She shares a birthday with Kelly Clarkson, and she has, again, a great singing voice. She really does. But she's just a weed-smoking, poverty-living statistic. The typical brown woman statistic in America. She has 8 kids, okay, and does not mother any of them, and did not mother any of them. 7 years incarcerated, okay, in prison she spent in Mississippi. Again, just yeah. The parts of you that pull and push your motivations can be shut out with practice, programming, and a sigh of fear. It can be tempting to be the person others would wish you to be. Over time, you can build a life based on fear rather than who you really are. Eventually, though, your aura will give you messages that something is not right. Confirmation, whatever that is flying overhead, that a change is needed. The red aura may suddenly realize that working for a company isn't as rewarding as starting their own. Hey man, I realized that. I kept getting fired, literally fired for jobs for asinine reasons, just absolutely ridiculous reasons. Ridiculous reasons. Stupid reasons. Just dumb. Really just straight dumb. Not because I did anything wrong, not because I wasn't punctual. By the way, punctuality, or the lack thereof, is a pet peeve of mine. Punctuality. If you are not punctual and on time for your meetings and engagements, you are disrespectful of other people's time. Okay, we talked about pet peeves the other day. Okay, that is one of my pet peeves, is not being punctual. I am military, not just because I spent 8 years in the military, in the Army, but I am militant just in my general disposition. I am militant, very disciplined. Loyalty means a lot to me. Honor, integrity, all of those things. The the Bushido, the samurai code, the code of the samurai, the Japanese samurai, is very significant to me. Those 7 teachings, those 7 spiritual codes are very significant to me. So, yeah, punctuality. Okay. The blue aura may feel the need to end a friendship that is harmful. It's okay to change your mind, and the more familiar you are with your innate auric energy, the easier it will be to know what choice to make in the first place. Okay? Excuse me. So take action. Think about the things in your life you aren't exactly satisfied with. Why aren't you satisfied? What would you prefer instead? Consider how your answers in step 1 reflect your aura. The next time you need to make a choice today, practice this reflection. If your friend asks a favor, ask yourself whether you want to do that favor or whether you should keep that commitment you signed up for earlier this week. Get in the habit of practicing this before making any choices for a few days. Make one change this week based on your reflections. And I think this is so good. This is good for me to do, and something that I will be implementing. And so with the engagements that are going to be coming forward for us collective, many of us will be signing new contracts with business. And again, entrepreneurs, again, I believe all of the 144,000 are called to be entrepreneurs. We are not called to be employees to work for anyone else. Other vibrational beings, light workers and star seeds, they might be called to work for someone, okay? But there's a select group of us who are not called. We are called to be independent, because when we need to fly somewhere for a divine appointment, okay, we need to be able to have the freedom in order to do so. When we are called to go to a store because there's a person who's coming there who we are going to have a conversation with, we need to be available to do that. And when you are committed to and locked into give me something else to say, because that sounds, when you are locked into a 9 to 5, it is restricting to high vibrational earth angels, star seeds, light workers, extraterrestrials. That is restricting. One of the things that we are doing is changing the periodic clock. Soul Tribe Collective, that is one of the things that we are doing as we show this awakening to the world, to man, as we are this awakening to man, and man sees it. So as we are becoming the awakening, or we embody the awakening, we are showing man how they can get there as well. Okay? And so this is good for me too. So with these engagements, what I was going to mention is with these engagements, thank you for bringing me back to where I started, because I have a habit of continuing on down the road and not coming back to the original thought. So thank you, universe. So with the engagements, we will need to be intuitive about which ones to say yes to at which times. Okay? Understand that. The engagements are not bad. It's really just a matter of timing. I'm getting this. So the offers coming to you, many of them, some of them are karmic, but most of them are not. It's just a matter of timing. Okay? So if you need to be in LA on the 6th, okay? or the 16th. Let's use the 16th. Today is the 16th. If you need to be in LA on the 16th, and you have that commitment, or that's a consideration. But then there's also a contingent something in New York City. You'll need to make a decision when those timelines cross over, or those timelines do not allow enough perhaps recovery time energetically or what have you. You'll need to make a decision. Okay? And so that's something, those are decisions that we'll need to make and contemplate as we expand, again, Boaz energy, as we expand, okay, our territories as governed by highest divine white light, expanding our territories. Okay. And I'm pausing. I pause just to see if there's anything else that perhaps I should be sharing in that moment. When you listen to yourself, the changes you make start in your mind. Rewiring how you think about a decision from what I should do to what is authentic to me and my desires. When it is time to act, the world doesn't seem as fearsome as it did before. Okay. So the last section is make 15 minutes for you. Okay. So, and once again, thank you so much, Soul Tribe Collective. We are at 100, or there's something about 100. We're at 203 subscribers, I believe. The world wants your time to eat it up and tell you there is none left over for you. Society's message is to find any time you have left and to spend it in places that serve others, not yourself. But making time for your own well-being is extremely, it doesn't say extremely, but that is paramount. That is vital. That is life-saving, of life-saving importance, to spend time with yourself for your well-being. Okay? It is what keeps your energy flowing and vibrant. Again, I just spoke about making the decision, event in LA, event in New York City, or engagement, and engagements. We welcome the engagements. Universe, Galactic Soul Tribe Collective, Galactic Federation, we welcome in the engagements. So where to go, where we fly, where we take vacations, where the friends that we visit, the Soul Tribe Collectives that we travel to visit, individuals. I had a conversation recently with someone, and they mentioned their excitement about meeting me, or when we meet, whenever that happens to be, and that one day that will happen, and how great that time of face-to-face sharing and adventure esoterically will be. I told them we would probably laugh for the first 10 minutes, just because of by then, whatever conversations and esoteric interactions will have taken place. When you see someone and you know who they are energetically, and you know that you've shared past lives together, I don't know. To me, I just get a very giddy feeling. I get a very giddy very giddy feeling about that. That just makes me feel, I'm reminded of a meme of this girl that expresses excitement, and she's this little girl. She looks like she's maybe Asian, or Asian, Filipino, something or other. And this little girl, she has to be 5 in this meme, and she's like shrugging her shoulders, and she's just like cheesing and smiling. She's just like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like this over exuberant type of excitement. And that's what I picture when we start meeting with, in the physical, start meeting with our Soul Tribe Collective. Okay? This is what I picture. All right? Is that bubbly giddiness. I'm looking forward to that. With all of those that I will meet. There are many. Okay? I hope they're all willing to meet with me. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be lunch, a day out at some specific place. It could be a meeting at Mount Shasta in Northern California. It could be meeting in Egypt somewhere. It could be anything. Okay, any place. I look forward to those face-to-face energetic exchanges. That excites me a lot. Okay. The yellow aura can begin a calligraphy class online during their lunch hour. The green aura can tend to their herb garden on the windowsill. There might be something about a windowsill at their office. Making time for you to be you tells the universe to send along more contacts that serve your authentic energy. Okay? So if you want to know more about you, again, I am here as an example. I'm not the only one. I am here as an example to show how it's done and what the possibilities are. And so for me, the last 2 years, my Dark Night of the Soul started 3 years ago, started in 2021, in like August of 2021. And so, August of 2021. And so as much time, and again, I've spent essentially the last 2 years for sure, pretty much isolated, no social activity. I have 8 friends on Facebook, or 8 connections on Facebook. I have like 1 on Instagram. And like 11 or 13 or something on LinkedIn. So very, very, very small but intense and true select group of people. Okay? And again, there's always a filtering process going on. So should any of them show themselves to be untrue, they will too be removed. Okay? And you should have that mentality. But there is no question about me having gone internal for the last 3 years is the reason why, the sole reason why I have received all that I have received in regards to esoteric downloads, knowing about past lives, meeting those who I've worked with in past lives. I'm now meeting those individuals now, again, or at least starting to. I've met one thus far. And so, and once again, this lifetime, bringing the collective back. I believe about myself, this lifetime will be the longest lifetime that I will have spent. It's my 10th and final lifetime here on this planet, but it will be the longest lifetime also that I will have spent in this physical body on this lifetime. All other previous lifetimes, I was unalived for some karmic reason. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? Again, that time for yourself is vitally important. Fortunately for me, I was self-employed already and not working from home the entire time. I still had a physical office in 2021. I did away with it in 2022, and moved everything to the house, desk and file cabinets and all that sort of thing. So fortunately for me, I've been self-employed for several years, and although this is the only thing that I do full-time today, because that's what I'm called to do, that's my purpose. It's nothing else. I'm not to have any other occupation. Again, that was confirmed 10 years ago with a prophet that I met in a grocery store. By the way, that prophet said that they'll show up again when they need to, or when I need them to, or something. I have yet to see them again, so that's very interesting. So yeah, I'm just reflecting. So take action. Think of when in your day you could take off 15 minutes just for yourself. Ponder some activities, no matter how small, that reflect a genuine interest you have. Consider how these activities and this interest relate to your aura. Choose one activity and spend time, 15 minutes, working on it today. Okay? Celebrate your achievement with some positive self-talk about how this activity has allowed you to express yourself truly. No matter how short this activity is, the impact will be life-altering. The time you invest in yourself is the time best spent. It lets the frequency of the universe align with you and respond to your attention. By doing so, you will find even more places to feel authentically invested in your wellness. Okay? And so the saying, the more you know, the more you grow, that's also true spiritually or esoterically, or ethereally. Okay? The more you know, the more you grow. So let's take, again, the time in isolation that you have, solitude or what have you, quiet time you take for yourself. That is a talent that you've been given, not talent, a talent that you've been given. Now, how are you going to invest that? Okay, we're reminded about the parables of the sowers. One buried it, didn't do anything with it. The other two multiplied theirs. So what are you doing with the talent that you've been giving, however great or large or small, whatever, however you perceive it? Hopefully you do not perceive it as small. However it is, what are you doing with that? Are you quieting your authenticity in order to appease the masses? Your friends, your parents, your family, your brothers, your sisters, your co-workers, right? Do you have this great idea for expansion for yourself, but you are not doing it for fear of what others will say? You need to spend time with yourself so that you can work. First of all, you need to work on your solar plexus chakra and build some confidence and self-esteem and spiritual strength about yourself, and get into your warrior mentality, okay? So that you can withstand the wiles of the devil. So that you can withstand the wiles of the devil. Okay? So, thank you so much, as always, for tuning in to this journey or sharing of What's My Aura, written by Mystic Mishala. My name is Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance, sending great love to you. Our next section, by the way, is chapter 6, and that is auras and physical health. Yeah, time to get rid of the beer belly. Time to get rid of the love handles. Again, there's nothing wrong with them. However, we will find out, okay? It's not evil, but we will find out about our auras and what it means to take care of your physical health, okay? And what it looks like to implement healthy activities. Again, there's a reason why your body is 70% water and the earth is 70% water. There's a reason why things from Gaia without pollution of man are the healthiest for you. There's a reason why man charges a premium for those things. If you go to Whole Foods or any other natural food store, there is a reason why there's a premium for these things. Okay? Because man, in their programming of you, they want you to eat McDonald's and Taco Bell and Burger King. Okay? They want you to eat all the artificial stuff. And again, I take part in those things from time to time. I have no problem with, I've been on binges before. I went on probably a 3-month binge of eating ice cream, and this is years ago. A 3-month binge of eating ice cream. I would literally eat like half a pint of ice cream a day. I was eating so much ice cream, it was ridiculous. I was on dialysis during that time, and so fortunately for me, the way my body reacted to dialysis was to lose weight, okay? And so I could eat a whole pizza in a day, in one sitting, and not gain any weight. They were just metabolized, is what I just heard. So, yeah, it just metabolized and just like evaporated from my body, or my body used it up. Okay? Again, so we're talking about so we're talking about here, one of the things that I've always known about Adam and Eve in paradise is before they got exiled out, they did not have bodily functions as you and I today do. So they did not pee and poop. Okay? They did not need to do those things because what they consumed was 100% purity. Okay? So it's in so I don't know. Did we have assholes in the garden? I don't know. Maybe not. What other use would it serve? There. Okay. Yeah. I'll leave that there. Yeah. Perhaps it was only sexual pleasure. There, I said it. It was 43:44 on the timer. Perhaps it was only sexual pleasure. Okay, and again, that's not dick to dick. Okay, or clit to clit, men and women. That's not that. Okay, it's no different than the nipples on a woman's titties, on her breasts. Okay, I should say breasts, not the other word. On her breast. Just because the other word is derogatory, that's all. So, a man enjoying those is not the same energetic force as a woman enjoying those. A woman enjoying someone else's breast, a woman's breast. Alexa, what does demonstrative mean?
As an adjective, demonstrative is usually defined as characterized by or given to open exhibition or expression of one's emotions, attitudes, etc., especially of love or affection. As a noun, demonstrative is usually defined as a demonstrative word, as this or there. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for demonstrative.
Okay, so open to, given to open exhibition. So what's an exhibitionist? An exhibitionist is someone who has sex in the open in public so people can see. That's an exhibitionist. Okay? Yeah, that's an exhibitionist. Okay? So, very different energy. A woman sucking on a woman's titties, or excuse me, her breast, her nipples, and a man doing that. Okay? So again, I don't know if we had them. I don't know if we had them in the garden. I don't know if Adam and Eve had them in the garden. But if they did, perhaps they were only for sexual reasons. Again, that would be, I don't even know if that's written anywhere. I really don't know. I've not come across anything that expresses bodily transformations when it comes to the changes that took place after the garden. So, but I do know for certain that man did not have excrement. Is that the right word? Am I using that right? Excrement? Alexa, what is excrement?
Feces, also called poo, poop, turd, stool, or number 2
Yes.
is the body's
Alexa,
solid
cancel.
waste left.
Yep, so excrement. So excrement. So man did not have excrement in the garden. Because again, functioning in man's complete and totality, highest, truest vibration, and in the pure place, a land that was not contaminated. So we did not need to get rid of the artificial sugars, sweeteners, steroidal injected animals, and things today that we tend to ingest. And again, I enjoy donuts. In fact, pastries are a weakness for me. Okay? I do well to stay away from them. Again, I manage that very well. But I have to manage that, okay? Because I enjoy pastries, okay? So, but even enjoying those things is with regulation that I enjoy those things. So again, I often mention my one pizza a month. And I don't eat candy bars very often. That's extremely rare. In fact, the last candy bar I bought, I ended up throwing away. I don't even know what it was. What was it? It was so over the top, like the sweetened, like, because I don't ingest those things often, it was so just nasty to my palate, I ended up throwing it away. I didn't even eat it. Okay? And so I'm definitely I am huge into health and fitness. Okay, again, most every day I do something physically to help myself. If it's push-ups, if it's pull-ups, if it's stretching, some other form of exercise for a specific body part, body squats. I do body squats. Even in this RV, I have been in this RV for a year, and I do exercises in this RV to help me. Okay, and so not just maintain a good physical appearance, but to also maintain a good internal aura. Okay? I eat a lot of peas. Okay? I chew on cloves. There are a lot of things I do externally to help my internal energy. Okay? So again, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. I know I kind of went on about that again Physical health is something that I am vastly passionate about as well, because I see so many people, especially with the obesity rate in America, I see so many people where that has become the norm. It's become the norm to have a dad bod, okay, to where your belly is lapping over your belt. That it has become the norm for that. And man titties. That has become a norm. Why? Society has accepted you as the worst physical, in the worst physical condition possible. This is also part of keeping your energetic, high vibrational self in the shadow. Okay? So thank you so much as always, and be encouraged.